Creating a band bio is an important step in your life as an independent artist or musician. You'll need one if you choose to do a press kit or social media websites and more. But how are you supposed to make one if you're just starting out? How do you make it shine if you don't have thousands of credits or accolades to your name, or even thousands of followers either? Well, keep watching, my friend, because in this video, we're going to be answering those questions with some special hacks and secrets that will help you write your band bio in such a way that it grabs people's attention and tells them what you're all about. So let's blast off and get started. You got that and I can't stop with these boys from California. Konnichiwa, cyborgs. I'm Jonathan Miller, and welcome back to Jonathan Miller Music, helping you become a better indie artist. I make futuristic and outer space inspired dance pop music, and every Wednesday on this channel, I'm helping others take their music to level 2. That sounds good? Consider subscribing and ringing the notification bell and hitting receive all notifications and whatever other stupid step YouTube has added in the future. Because apparently just stuffing a new video into my subscribers' sub boxes is too hard. Ugh, that took too long. Let's just get into the video, shall we? Okay, so writing your band biography, or artist biography if you're solo like me, and no, that's not a subtle dig at my personal life, is basically the story of your journey in life as it pertains to music. Now, you don't need, despite popular belief, a gigantic list of accolades or followers or songs on TV and film in order to write one. And here's the secret for you. You don't even have to have released an actual single or an album in order to write one as well. But in order to do that, you gotta think about your own life and come up with a few things. This is the part where you get the pencil and the paper and you write it down, you do the thing. In order to write that killer bio, you need to be able to answer these few questions. Where are you from? Who were your influences growing up? Or what artist did you grow up listening to? What's your education involving music? Are you self-taught? Did you take a choir class? Or did you full-on major in music in college? What kind of music do you make, or are you planning on making? And finally, what is your brand all about? Or what do you think it'll be about? Now, this last one isn't as important right now, but we'll talk about that in a minute. If you can answer these 5 questions, you've got all you need to write your band bio. Okay, so this is the key secret to making your band bio stand out. And for you songwriters out there, this shouldn't be too hard. And that is word choice, or word art, as I call it. I'm just kidding, I made that up on the top of my head. I've literally never called it that before. Yes, word choice is key. This is why I asked you about branding earlier, because if you kind of have an idea of what your brand is, then you should already know some special keywords that you can put into your bio that will appeal to your potential fan base and also kind of describe what you're all about. Now remember, this little article that is your band bio is kind of like a resume mixed with some parts of a cover letter. So it is okay to kind of use words that make you seem a little bit impressive. You are, in a sense, trying to kind of sell yourself. The point is, it's okay to make your seemingly small music history seem a bit more colorful. Just don't outright lie. Lying is not cool, and we don't talk to liars. Be honest, but also hype yourself up a little bit. That's okay. Now, for a beginner, your full band bio only really needs to be like 3 to 4 paragraphs long. You're really just trying to communicate the answers to all the questions I asked you previously. Now, if you're not an absolute beginner and you're watching this, and you've got some music released or you've got some experience under your belt, pro tip, it's always good to include a quote from any press you might have received, or even just a quote from your fans on how they describe you and your sound. So, for example, here's how my band bio starts out. The East meets the West in multilingual dance pop singer-songwriter Jonathan Miller. Blasting off from a small suburban city outside of Portland, Oregon, fans describe him as the male version of Britney Spears, but with a K-pop twist. Okay, so already in those first 3 sentences, you know who I am, what kind of music I'm making, and who I'm similar to. Not only do my fans constantly compare my music to Britney, but she's also been a big influence of mine as well. And even though that's a direct quote from a few fans of mine, these special, colorful keywords already tell you what I'm all about. Now, in my actual full-length band bio, which is in the description below so you can check for reference, this next part is kind of where you start listing those big accomplishments. But for the purpose of this video, I kind of condensed it a little bit, so here's a couple couple example paragraphs of what I would say. A self-taught lyricist, Miller began studying music in 2004 and eventually joined his high school choir where they performed in the legendary Carnegie Hall in 2009. Continuing his music career post-high school, Miller released his 2013 LP, The Space Between, which was inspired by Britney Spears, Calvin Harris, Avicii, and international bands TVXQ, SHINee, and Girls' Generation. The record was produced by Peter Roberts, LaToya Jackson, G.E.M, Randy Jackson, in Studio City, California. The album spawned Jonathan's official Japanese language single Marionette, an honor to his multicultural and diverse upbringing that same year. On January 29, 2019, Jonathan released Utopia, a self-produced 4-track extended play. Featuring popular songs like Bitter and its accompanying title track, Jonathan showcases just how unapologetically comfortable he is in his own skin. Fans have described the EP as a minimalistic yet futuristic fusion of modern dance pop. Now, that seems like a lot, but if you boil it down, it's only 7 sentences. But in them, I listed my music education with a nice pretty credit, like we performed in Carnegie Hall. Of course I'm gonna milk that for all it's worth. Like, come on. As well as tell the reader about my original music, which also helps paint the picture of my brand as a whole. Now, since you're a beginner watching this video, you probably don't have a lot of those things, in which case, in this section, mention your inspirations, or what you're working on or working towards, and what does it sound like? Trust me, if you've taken any sort of music class, or you took piano or play guitar, you've got a music credit already. Okay, so now this is the part where you start to close out your band bio. And with that, you wanna include kind of what sets you apart and where you're going. So here's how I close out my actual band bio. Jonathan Miller is the commander in defining the new independent dance music industry. He's making headway around the world and connecting with new fans every day. In the future, he hopes to release more Japanese language music, produce and write for other artists, as well as go out on tour. For now, Jonathan is continuing his path through the galaxy as an indie recording artist and songwriter. So that last paragraph tells you my goals, where I'm at currently, and also kind of just brings everything together and makes it seem really colorful. Because when you actually dissect my band bio, it really only boils down to a big list of stuff I've released, some special word choice and keywords, and some fan quotes. And in this example, there's no #1 hit song on the Billboard charts, no song in the Avengers movies, like nothing like that. It's really just honesty and some good writing skills. And that's really all a band bio is. So I hope you found this video helpful. Again, my full band biography is in the description below for reference if you need it. I hope you're excited to get started. Good luck and get ready to add some more fun things as your music journey unfolds. So that is how to write a band biography for beginners. Question of the video: what's one thing you can add to your band bio right off the top of your head? Leave me a comment below letting me know. If you want to dive into branding a little bit more, I've got some videos on this channel that can help you. There are links in the description below so you can check them out. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it and subscribe if you're new. I put out new videos every single Wednesday. Once again, I'm Jonathan Miller, and I will see you next time. Mata ne!